Hello everyone, welcome to Nanuya channel. And today we're tackling a big one, how to stop caring about what people think or say about you. And at the end of the video, there will be some explanations of difficult words or phrase to expand your vocabulary. This is something we've all struggled with at some point. Whether it's a friend's opinion, a family member's critique, or even a stranger's comment, worrying about what others think can hold us back from living authentically. So today, I want to break this down into why we care so much and how we can start letting go. Let's start with the big question. Why do we care so much? It all comes down to biology and psychology. Humans are social creatures. For most of human history, being part of a group was crucial for survival. If you were excluded or judged, it could mean losing access to resources or protection. So, over time, we evolved to care deeply about what others think. Fast forward to today, and that same instinct is still alive and kicking. But here's the thing. In our modern world, being judged or criticized doesn't carry the same life or death stakes. Yet, our brains haven't caught up. We still equate rejection with danger, which is why those negative comments or disapproving looks can feel so intense. And let's not forget about social media, right? It amplifies everything. You post something, and suddenly you're inviting the entire world to weigh in. It's exhausting. Now, let's talk about the cost of caring too much. When you're overly concerned about what people think, you start living for their approval instead of your own happiness. You might hold back from pursuing your dreams because you're afraid of being judged. Change who you are to fit in with others. Feel stressed, anxious, or even depressed because you're constantly second-guessing yourself. The truth is, no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. You could be the kindest, most talented, most accomplished person in the world, and there will still be critics. So, why not live for you instead? Okay, so how do we stop caring so much? I've got a few strategies that have worked for me and others I know. Shift your focus. Think about the people whose opinions you do value. These are the people who genuinely care about you and want the best for you. Not every voice deserves a seat at your table. Challenge negative thoughts. When you're worried about what someone thinks, ask yourself, is this thought even true? Most of the time, we're assuming the worst without any real evidence. Practice self-acceptance. The more comfortable you are with yourself, the less you'll need validation from others. Spend time doing things that make you feel good about who you are. Limit social media. If you're constantly checking likes, comments, or shares, take a step back. Remember, social media is a highlight reel, not real life. Develop a bigger mission. When you have a purpose or goal that excites you, it's easier to tune out the noise. Focus on what lights you up, not on what others think about it. I want to share a quick personal story here. A few years ago, I was about to present a big project at work, something I had poured my heart into. But just before the presentation, a colleague made a snide comment about how I was too enthusiastic. That one remark shook my confidence completely. I started doubting myself, thinking maybe I should tone it down or that people wouldn't take me seriously. But then I realized something. Their comment wasn't about me. It was about them. Maybe they were projecting their own insecurities or simply didn't understand my style. I went ahead and gave the presentation exactly as I'd planned, and guess what? It was a huge success. The team loved it, and it led to new opportunities for me. The takeaway? People will always have opinions, but you don't have to let them steer your life. Trust yourself and keep moving forward. Here's the bottom line. Other people's opinions are just that. Opinions. They don't define you, they don't limit you, and they don't have to control you. Your worth isn't up for debate. So the next time you find yourself worrying about what someone thinks, ask yourself, does this opinion truly matter? Will it matter in a week? A year? Chances are it won't. That's it for today's episode. I hope this inspired you to let go of what doesn't serve you and start living more authentically. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a review. It helps us reach more people like you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, remember, you're the one who gets to write your story. Shift your focus means to change your perspective or redirect your attention. In the context of this script, it suggests that instead of worrying about the opinions of people who don't genuinely care about you, you should concentrate on the opinions of those who truly matter and have your best interests at heart. It's about prioritizing meaningful connections over superficial judgments. Challenge negative thoughts means actively questioning and examining the negative thoughts you have, especially when they're about what others might think or say about you. Instead of accepting those thoughts as truth, ask yourself if there's real evidence to support them. Often, these thoughts are based on assumptions or fears rather than facts. This practice helps you break free from unnecessary worry and refocus on your own perspective. Practice self-acceptance means learning to embrace and value yourself as you are, without constantly seeking validation or approval from others. It involves recognizing your strengths, forgiving your flaws, and feeling comfortable in your own skin. When you practice self-acceptance, you rely less on external opinions for your sense of worth and focus more on what genuinely makes you happy.